Get paid for doing what you love. This may be the dream, the goal, the ideal for you right now, as it has been for me. However, there are many pitfalls that you may encounter if you try to embark on this, and it may be something that leads to you never being ultimately fulfilled. And I'm going to break down some of those reasons in this video. So you may be looking at trying to get the cross section of something that you're good at, something that you love, and something that others are willing to pay you for. And getting the combination of all these three things may be the answer to all of your problems. Now you can do something that you're passionate about on a daily basis and get paid for it. So that is a much higher quality of life than the majority of people have, and it's something that's worth aspiring to. So this video isn't meant to try and diminish that in any way. All I'm trying to do is to maybe illuminate the fact that once you get that thing that you want, you may reconsider the aspects that you enjoyed about the thing in the first place. So I have a lot of friends who have actually gone down this route, and one thing that a lot of people can relate to, which you may be able to relate to if you've done this as well, is that once you start getting paid for something that you love, that's your passion, it can very easily stop being fun. Because the thing that made it fun, the spontaneity, the fact that you're doing it because you want to, when you want to, that is all gone. Once it becomes your job, your career, then money gets tied to it, your livelihood gets tied to it, your lifestyle gets tied to it, and you have to do it, like it or not. The grass is always greener on the other side. And many people in this position of having monetized their passion may actually be envious of people who can do what they're doing without having to worry about their next paycheck, about their next meal. They're able to just be free and do it because they love it. They haven't had their passion robbed from them because of the need to make money from it. Whether they feel like it or not, they have to do this. One thing that may be able to help with that is to love where you're at any given point in time. I'm going to keep coming back to gratitude, because gratitude is truly the way you are able to feel contentment in the moment wherever you are. At different stages of your life, you have these different challenges. So if you think back to maybe a time where you may have been unemployed, and maybe you were unemployed for a long time and you were looking for a job, you may have said to yourself, anything will do. I just want to get paid. Like, I'll just do anything as long as it's not demeaning and you know, really difficult or goes against my morals in any way. Then as long as I can get like a basic standard paycheck, something that can just keep me afloat, I'll be happy. That's all I want. That's all I ask for. Many people are in that position, and you may have been in that position at one point in time. Or if you're not there right now, you may be thinking that all you want is a steady job, and you may be looking at someone who has a steady job right now and be envious of them, saying, man, I wouldn't be complaining in that position. I'll be happy that I've at least got a decent job. But what happens once you get that decent job? Once you get that decent job, you're thinking, man, this sucks. Like I wish I would be happy if I got paid more, or I'd be happy if, you know, I could just be doing what I loved instead, right? So if you're someone who's had like a fairly steady job and you've been incredibly dissatisfied, and someone comes to you thinking, well, you know, at least you have a job. Like, I would be completely satisfied if I was where you're at. What would you think about that? Like, how would you respond to that? Or what would you say to maybe let them know that, you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows? And given that same sort of thought experiment, what do you think someone would say to you, someone who has been able to achieve their passion, someone who is doing what they love, and you're now looking at them thinking, man, they must be living the dream. Like, no, they get to do what they love every single day. If only I could do that and get paid for it, that would be amazing. What do you think they would say to you? Or how do you think they would feel about that? There is an element of truth there. That's the thing. There's an element of truth to what you're saying. That is a level above getting paid for doing something you don't care about or don't like doing. However, getting paid at all is also a level above not getting paid. And each level presents itself with its own challenges. Neither of them are the complete package. Neither of them are, the pinnacle. And at each step, you always think that the next one is enough to satisfy you, but it never is. Because I can tell you, as someone who's talked to and has friends with a lot of people who have reached that state of getting paid for doing what they love, once you reach that stage, there's another stage beyond that. And the stage beyond that is being able to make completely passive income and then doing what you love out of pure joy, right? So not having to tie your passion to monetary gain, being able to just have some sort of monetary income, like have some sort of passive income come in, and then is enough to fund you doing stuff that you just want to do in general, right? And there's never going to be a point where you truly, I truly think that unless you're content in the moment, you're never actually going to find that contentment externally. As long as you can be okay with where you are, doesn't mean not to aspire to the next thing. It doesn't mean that you should just stay stuck there and not want to move on to the next thing. However, understand that the next thing isn't the end all and be all to your happiness / resentment that you may be feeling on a day-to-day basis. As long as you have time to do the things that you love to do anyway, whether you're getting paid for them or not, whether you have to squeeze them into your weekends and holidays or time off work, or whether they are your work and your time off work has become not doing the thing that you love because you spend all your work time doing it. Regardless of whatever boat you're in, being able to understand the pros and cons of where you're at and appreciate and feel true gratitude for all of the pros, and understand how in every aspect your life could be so much worse. That is how you truly gain that contentment, that fulfillment, that peace of mind. And then you can take that energy and use it to move through into the next level, but not from a space of thinking that that next level is going to complete you in some way. And that is all for me. Give me a like if you resonated with this, or comment if you didn't, and I will see you next time.